Hello friends, welcome to Python video series. In this video tutorial, we'll talk about something is called variable length arguments and keyword variable length argument in Python. But before that, let me explain you some basic concept when you define a method, how we can pass a basically default value for any arguments while defining the methods. So here I'm going to define a method is called, let's say, person, and here I have, let's say, name, right? And then I have age and country. Yeah, so I have to pass three parameters, right? And simply I'm going to print name, age and country, right? So now I'm going to call this method. So to call this method, basically what you have to do, you have to mandatory pass these three parameters. Let's say name, I'm going to pass KK, age, let's say 30, and country I'm going to pass, let's say, India. Yeah, and if I run, then this should run perfectly fine. Let's say I don't want to pass any parameters, or sometimes only name only I need to pass to invoke, or sometimes only I need to pass only two parameters. Then how we can do that, right? And for that, basically we use something is called default value. Let's say someone is not sending the value of name, then here just we can assign some default value. So if people do not pass name, right, name value while calling the this method, then default will be taken. And here I'm going to write unknown name, something like this. If people do not pass age, then default value would be 0. And if someone is not passing value for country, then default country name would be India, right? Right. So now I can call this method, right? And I even though, sorry, even though if I do not pass any parameter, it should work, right? If I want to pass only one parameter, let's say I'm going to pass only name, let's say PK, then that's fine, right? Name will be taken as TK, a value for age would be 0 and country would be India, right? Let's say I would like to pass only two parameters, right? Name and let's say age 21, but I don't want to pass value for country, right? And let's say here while calling the fourth time, name, age and country I'm passing, let's say US, right? Then country name will be taken as US, right? Let me show you the output. So here you can see in first call, name, age and country we didn't pass, so default value has been taken. Second time just I had passed only name, so age and country has taken as default value. Third time just I'm passing name and age, so country value taken as default one. And third time I'm passing values for every field, so those values has been taken, right? So that's how basically if you want to define a function, and there if you want to assign some default value, then that attributes becomes optional, right? Whether you can send value for those attributes or do not send while invoking the method, doesn't matter, right? Default value will be taken. Now let's move ahead. Now we'll talk about the two things. What is variable length argument, which starts with the asterisk, right? So let's say I would like to define a method, right? And method name, let's say I would say get total prices, something like this. Total, I would say total price, right? And here I am going to pass, let's say I would like to pass, let's say I would like to pass something like that. Let's say name, and here I'm going to provide a variable length argument, means I will write asterisk args, right? That means I have to pass value for this. That's not an optional, but for this we can pass 0 or many arguments. So let me show you. So if I try to print value for name as well as value for args gs while calling this method. Let's see what's get printed. So still we did not implemented the complete functionality what method name says, but let me show you. Let's say I'm passing name as, let's say, grocery, but value for this I'm not sending. Then let's see what happens. So here it is grocery is getting assigned to this variable, but we did not send value for variable length argument, so it is just printing the empty tuple, right? Let's say I'm going to pass some value as 20, 30, let's say 50 and 60, right? So so grocery will be assigned to the first variable, and whatever list of values we are passing afterwards, that is going to assign to this variable is called variable length argument as a tuple. Let me show you. If I run, then here you can see first argument grocery is getting printed, and second argument all these value is getting collected and is storing into this args as a tuple, right? So now you have a couple of things, and if you want to calculate total price, right, for grocery, then easily you can calculate. So I'm going to create a variable is called total, assign it with 0, and here I'm going to use basically a for loop, and let's say variable I'm going to give s in args, right? And here I will say total plus equals to s, right? So I'm getting the total price, and of course you can return value over here, right? Total price you can return over here as a total, right? And of course you can directly call from print function, so the total price will be printed. So I'm then going to calculate this guy from here, and let's see total price is getting printed or not. And here you can see total price is getting printed 160, right? So here 20 plus 30 50 and plus 50 100 160 is getting printed. Yeah, so that's how you can calculate variable length of argument. Yet thing is that can we assign a variable length argument as a first parameter? No. So one thing you have to keep in mind, this variable length argument always you have to pass as a last argument, right? When you have a normal basically attribute. When I say normal attribute means I'll tell you what I'm telling. So if I am removing name over here and name I'm going to assign at the last, then this is not going to work, right? Let me show you. So it is throwing a type error saying that this method missing one required keyword only, right? That is called name. So all these value is getting assigned to this variable length argument, but it is identifying as while calling you are not passing value for name. So that's the reason you have to keep this asterisk args or variable length argument as a last parameter, right? Now next thing we are going to talk about double asterisk kwargs. This is called keyword variable length argument, right? So let's say here I'm passing list prices of list of grocery, but here we are completely unaware, right? 20 is price of which grocery, and 30 is basically price of which grocery, right? So here I'm going to, let's say I'm going to define another method. I would say get price to, and here I'm going to assign asterisk kw, right? So here now whatever parameter you are passing while calling this method, right? Method 2, sorry guys, method 2. So it is method 2 total get price 2. Now here first grocery will be assigned to the name, and here what we are going to assign basically, here basically we are going to send key value pairs, like here I'm going to, let's say, prices for few fruits, right? So let's say I'm going to prices for mango, let's say prices of mango would be 200, then prices of a apple, let's say apple, let's say 300, and price for pears, let's say 500, right? Something like we can say. So all these key value pairs will be assigned to this keyword variable length argument as a dictionary, right? So if you put single asterisk, then all this value is going to put in this variable as a tuple. But if you put a double asterisk before this variable name, of course this variable name you can give anything, but before that you have to put double asterisk here. Now as we know that this is a kind of dictionary, right? And same I'm printing over here so that you can see. Now what I'm doing, I'm going to do the for, and let's say I would say p in and kwargs, and I will call the values, right? Of course you can call the method is called items, which will give you the key value pairs, but here I am interested to calculate the basically price of all the fruits, right? And here I'll do total plus equals to, means total equals to total plus p, right? And total prices we are going to return. So if I run, then here you can see how it works. So basically grocery, here you can say fruits, we can do fruits, and let me run it again. So it is printing fruits, which is getting assigned in the name, and this key value pairs is getting assigned as a dictionary, which is getting printed over here, and total price, right? 300 plus 200 500 and plus 500 1000 is getting printed over here, right? Now thing is that can we pass variable length argument as well as keyword variable length arguments in same method? Yes, we can do. So let me write a method. Let's say function, let's say hello, and here I'm going to pass args, that is variable length argument, and asterisk asterisk kwargs, right? So of course you can pass, here you can see we don't get any error, and I would say args, I'm just printing as it is, and kwargs, right? And we can, of course we can call this guy, we can call this method, and while calling here you can pass list of a string, let's say key let's say pk, something like that, and after that we can pass some key value pairs, right? So name equals to, let's say sk, and then I would say age equals to, let's say 23, and let's say city equals to, let's say Delhi. And if I run, let me put some, okay, not a problem. So if I run, then here you can see this these strings, right, separated the comma, is getting assigned as a tuple in this variable, which gets printed over here, and remaining key value pairs is getting assigned to this variable as a dictionary. Here you can see. So here this variable name you can give anything, but before that just you have to give the single asterisk. So here I can give my args, and similarly my kwargs, and this should work, right? So let's see it is working or not. And if I run, then here you can see it is working perfectly fine. So guys, that's all. And here guys, let me tell you before leaving, let me tell you here, as I said, when you pass variable length argument or keyword variable length argument, then here in both cases here, either you can pass 0 or many arguments. So if I do not pass anything, then here you can see, if you do not pass anything, then then it is printing empty tuple, which is getting assigned over here, and this is printing empty dictionary, right? Now here also you have provision to pass only strings, right? If you want only strings, you can pass like mk and pk, right? So here these strings is getting assigned as a tuple in this variable, but this variable will print a empty dictionary. Let me show you. So here you can see, so initially it is printing a list of strings what we are passing over here assigned in this variable, length argument, but this variable is printing empty dictionary, right? And of course you can pass some strings with comma separated strings and key value pairs. Then a list of strings will be assigned as a tuple in this first variable, and key value pairs, all the key value pairs is going to assign in this variable, right? So that's all I wanted to show in this video tutorial, guys. I hope you enjoy learning this video, guys. Big thank you, and see you there in the next video tutorial.